Hello, my wonderful friends, Megas. I was offered hope in a little orange book. I had gotten to a place in my life where I had no hope. I remember the last prayer I prayed to God before I didn't pray for many, many years. I remember laying there in my bed and telling Him, God, I love you. I will always love you. But this hurts too much to keep trying. I will be here when you are ready to speak to me, but I can't find you, so come find me. I had lost everything. My home, my wife. I only saw my kids on the weekends. I had wanted to be a minister. From a small child, I was ministering. I remember my mom telling me stories when I was in elementary school and kids' parents calling and complaining that I burnt them with a match and told them that was just a small taste of hell. Kind of funny, but very wrong. I was thrown out of high school for sharing the gospel of Jesus. I thought I knew everything I needed to know, but it wasn't working for me. I was a broken man and I didn't know what to do. Salvation came to me in a beautiful orange book. You see me wearing orange all the time, the orange hat. It's out of honor and respect for that little orange book that changed my life. It was the teachings of the Magi. It was given to me by someone I would never have expected. As a matter of fact, it's my neighbor whose property butts up against mine, and we got talking one day. He saw when I'm out gathering wood that my chainsaw was cutting to the side, and he showed me how to properly sharpen a chainsaw blade. And we got talking, and I told him of all the pain and suffering I was going through. He said, I think I can help you. He offered me a little orange book with a teaching of the Magi. It talked of a God that was always in my heart, but I was scared to look at. I was taught that you can only hear from God through the Bible. And so even though I had ideas of this perfect, good God that was always trying to speak to me, I was always putting up a wall. How sad is that? God is trying to speak to me, to help me, to teach me, to love me. But I was taught to put up a wall, to only hear out of the Bible, out of a book, and not from God Himself. And then I'm complaining to God that He doesn't talk to me. How twisted is that? I'm hoping if you are going through something like this to give you hope. God still speaks. God has a voice, and it is more than a book. His hand is not short to come out and heal and touch your life. He is alive, and He can help you today. There is hope. When I read this book and the teaching of the Magi, that they were the original monotheistic religion, that all the others branched off of Christianity, Judaism, Islam, everything branched off of this original idea. And when it branched off, they added attributes to God that are not His, such as hating, warring, killing. My life changed that day. I realized that the God that was in my heart and mind, my very DNA that I was created after, that I was longing for, truly did exist. Something happened, something awakened inside of me. My life changed. And then if that man couldn't have blessed my life enough with just that book, he said, I have something else I think will help you. And he came up to my home to teach me to meditate. All of you that have learned to meditate through me, you can thank him, the religious professor, my neighbor. And he showed me how to meditate. And the funny thing is, I was so full of pride and so cocky. As he walked in and was going to start teaching me, I grabbed out my old Bible and started preaching to him. Here, he has come to help me, And in my own pride, I can't help but to go back to my old ways and start preaching at him out of the Bible. And he looks me in the eyes. He goes, "That's a very well-worn Bible." I said, "I've been carrying it since I was a child. The pages were falling apart, underlined, highlighted. I knew it backwards and forward. Been to 2 Bible colleges." And I started to preach to the man who's come to help me. He goes, "Well, it looks like you got it all figured out. I'm going to go." And he got up and started walking out. And my pride almost made me just sit there. But I stopped and I said, "No, please, come back." And I set my Bible down. I knew I needed help. He had already helped me once with the teaching of the Magi. And I wanted to see what he had for me with meditation. I was taught as a child to only hear from the Bible and not to meditate. Okay, so this was new areas for me, but I knew I needed help. And God had come to me through that wonderful little orange book, and maybe I could find God in meditation. He taught me to still the mind, to stop all the many thoughts. And what I did then was I could hear from God, that still small voice speaking to me. My life was changed through the teachings of the Magi and meditation. Everything changed. My children got healed. I was given my ministry. Everything my heart desired, I was given. It wasn't in the form of money, silver, and gold. It came in the form of peace and mind, health, life, love, joy. Just the world, the life that I dreamed of had came into view. I want to share that with you today. There is an all good God. He doesn't hate, he doesn't war, he doesn't kill. And we can come into alignment with that all good God. One of the most beautiful things I realized was that the Magi are the one who found the Christ child. That God came to them and told them where the Messiah would be born. He didn't come to any other religion. He came to the Magi. And something about that just made my heart leap for joy. My all good God, my hero Jesus, all one. Peace, love, joy, heaven on earth, Asha, is available to us today. I written a book about that little orange book that changed my life. It's called Gold, Frankincense, Myrrh, and the Spiritual Gifts of the Magi by Winston Head. I'll put this in the description so you can get it at Amazon. These teachings changed my life. If you will take the time to really study it and to think about it, it will change your life. Many of you have already read this and your lives have been changed. Please go to the comments and explain what happened, because there's many people that are scared probably to reach out into these new areas like this. They've been trained a certain way. Let them know what happened for you, maybe what you felt and what you've experienced. God is all good. He is all love. He is all peace. And you can come to him through sonship, through daughtership. It's Jesus, accepting Jesus, realizing that you and the Father are one, taking into you the life of Jesus, being love, being peace, being joy, being kind, no longer believing in hate, war, no longer believing in a mixed monster God, believing in the all true Ahura Mazda, the perfect, pure spirit, that you in truth are created in his image. Your very DNA is the true good God that has no attributes of the evil spirit. When you hold that vibration, you will create that in your world. If you enjoyed this message, please get that book and go also watch my message, Magus Life-Changing Message, Part 1. I have many meditations. Subscribe to my channel, and just let's all grow and learn together and love each other. I love you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.